Here's what's happening now. The rain turning to snow, but that may not be our biggest problem tonight. Paula?
Hi, Ben. We're on the northwestern edge of this storm as it moves toward you, Karen. We want to show you what the conditions are like right now.
All right, thank you, Paula. Also, history in the making. The United States Senate does something it's never done before. What's next in this Supreme Court battle? And the local father's emotional plea, his message to anyone who can help find the person who shot his 9-year-old son.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, take a look at this radar. We've got a mess on our hands, and it is moving through Metro Detroit. It has a little bit of everything, a little bit of rain, a little bit of slop, and some snow. Also, some high winds. Let's go to Ben Bailey for a look at what is happening right now.
Yeah, Karen, the rain and snow obviously going to be the biggest impact for commuters right now, and a lot of this is snow. Even the places that are showing up green are seeing a mix. You look in the city of Detroit, that rain-snow line is pretty much right along Woodward and has been fluctuating around that mark. But a little bit further to the north, mainly rain here in the east side across Macomb County. Good flow of moisture in off of Lake Huron, so we're seeing a pretty good band of moderate snow from just north of Port Huron to Romeo, and that's continuing down into Oakland County. North of that, they have actually got some rain where the precipitation's a little bit lighter, but you get out here into our west zone, and this has been solid snow for the last couple of hours. We will see these areas continue to accumulate snow, especially once the sun goes down tonight. Temperatures, though, at Metro, one of our warmer numbers at 38. Everybody's actually above freezing, but this is still cold enough to support snow in about half to 3/4 of the area right now. Wind gusts have topped 40 miles an hour in Flint. We expect the highest gust to be coming this evening, and those gusts could be as high as 50 miles an hour across the area. There may be some spots when you get north up towards Lake Huron that see 60-mile-an-hour gust. Up to 3 inches of snow is what we're expecting. We'll break down those totals in your 4-zone forecast coming up, and still could be some minor flooding in places in our north zone because of all the rain we've had even before the snow. Let's get back out to Paula Tupman, who is in Clarkston, checking out the impact of that snow out there. Paula, what's the latest?
Hi. Well, the latest here is that even though it is snowing, Ben, as it's coming down, we're really not seeing it on street level. Yes, we're getting some flakes, but it's mostly just kind of rain and not even freezing rain. I can tell you this, however, folks are just about done with this kind of weather. Looking out from Picasso's Grapevine in Clarkston, the weather was turning. Perfect day to be inside working on pasanki, or Ukrainian Easter eggs.
You shine them, shellac them, and they're ready to go home.
2 little girls were having fun, but they were bummed. Spring break should be, you know, like spring. They say, not like winter.
I don't like it to be super cold. I'd rather have just spring, especially since it's spring break.
Honestly, I just want summer to come because, like, I'm done with snow. Like, I like snow, but, like, then, like, after Christmas, I don't want any more snow.
Behind Shelby, paintings of palm trees and sandy beaches. You know, she's already put away her snow shovel and salt. She knows Clarkston is ground zero for the leading edge of the snow, and she hopes somehow the winds push it elsewhere.
And my street, after 4 inches, is considered a snow emergency. So I would like the snow to not get to 4 inches so I can get into my driveway tonight and leave for work tomorrow.
Outside, we could see the weather turning by the hour. First a cold, then a colder, heavier rain. Mother Nature has few fans on the streets of downtown Clarkston.
Boo! I just know that by 3 o'clock it's going to be 75 degrees. I just know it.
I do not like the weather right now. It's too cold. When it was 65 a couple weeks ago, I liked it. Not now.
And while we haven't had a serious winter for 2 years, this one for many just seems to pick away at us and drag on and on and on. Not enough snow to ski or make snowmen, just enough for a hearty boo. Now, I can tell you right now, Karen, the wind is starting to push us a little bit. It is still very early in this storm. A lot of people hope it stays this way. But even if it doesn't, they know it's going to get better real soon, like Sunday. Karen?
That is a very good point. If you don't like the weather in Michigan, as we say, it'll change. All right, get back in and get warm. Thank you, Paula. But we are following some breaking news in Troy right now, where a crash involving two semi-trucks has traffic backed up on northbound 75 at 14 Mile Road. Crews are working to clear those two semi-trucks that just crashed. The drivers suffered only minor injuries. Right now, only one lane is open, so expect some heavy delays in that area. On Capitol Hill today, Senate Republicans have triggered the so-called nuclear option, clearing the way for the confirmation of President Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Neil Gorsuch. Devin joins us now from the newsroom. So, Devin, when can we expect a final vote on this?
Well, Karen, in an unprecedented move, Senate Republicans are changing the rules. They are clearing the way for Judge Gorsuch's confirmation, and a final vote expected to take place now sometime tomorrow. Republicans triggered what's referred to as the nuclear option shortly after Democrats successfully filibustered Gorsuch, since his nomination fell short of the needed 60 votes. That's traditionally needed. Republicans changed the rules so only 51 votes are needed, simple majority instead of 60. Both sides are crying foul, and Democrats still want Republicans to bring them another nominee.
The opposition to this particular nominee is more about the man that nominated him and the party he represents than the nominee himself.
There will be less faith in the Supreme Court because it will be seen as a political body, an extension of our most divisive debates. And as a result, America's faith in the integrity of the court and the trust in the rule of law will suffer.
It's the first time that this kind of rule change, this option, has been used for a Supreme Court nomination. Of course, it sets the way for a simple majority vote on this in the future. But again, the final vote likely to take place tomorrow, ending a year of tension over the empty seat on the Supreme Court. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Devin. There's also some big news out of the House of Representatives this afternoon concerning its investigation of Russian influence in the presidential election. Congressman Devin Nunes of California is stepping aside and will not lead that investigation. Democrats have claimed he's too close to the Trump administration. Nunes is stepping aside after two groups filed ethics complaints against him. He calls those complaints entirely false. China's president has arrived in Florida for his first face-to-face meeting with President Trump. They'll meet at the president's Mar-a-Lago estate. They'll have a long list of critical issues to discuss, from North Korea's latest missile tests to trade disagreements. President Trump repeatedly criticized China on the campaign trail, so now it is time to pivot if the two leaders are to work together. Don Rickles, the legendary comedian whose career has spanned more than 7 decades, has died. Known for being the king of insult comedy, Rickles headlined casinos and nightclubs all over the country. He also was a regular on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and appeared in dozens of films, including Casino and Toy Story trilogy. Rickles was 90 years old. While police are searching for a suspect, a family is searching for justice after a 9-year-old boy was shot in the head. Malik Cozy was hit by a stray bullet while sitting in a car over the weekend. Malik remains hospitalized but is expected to survive. With the help of Crime Stoppers of Michigan, Malik's family held a news conference this morning pleading for someone to come forward.
It's not snitching when something happened to a little kid, man. Right. Do you know who Malik Cozy is? That's my little 9-year-old son. Got a big bullet hole in the side of his head. You gon' get caught. The police gon' catch you. When they do, the wrath of God gonna be on you.
Crime Stoppers is offering a $2,000 reward for a successful tip received before midnight tonight. Well, get ready to take back the night over in Ann Arbor. That city is holding a rally and march on the University of Michigan campus this evening. The rally starts at the University of Michigan Union at 7 p.m. A march through the streets of Ann Arbor follows the rally. Take Back the Night is a grassroots movement to end sexual violence against women, men, and children. The Motor City is about to get a makeover, and Mayor Mike Duggan says this is a huge project. He's calling it Motor City Makeover 365 to show the year-round commitment. It starts with neighborhood cleanups during the month of May, flower planting in June, and boarding up vacant homes in July and August. And the mayor is hoping residents, businesses, and volunteers will get involved. Still ahead, first at 4, a warning about extreme selfies. One woman put herself in a very dangerous situation. Also ahead, pets in jeopardy. New rescue efforts in the middle of a natural disaster. But up first, A mother is run over by her own vehicle. You'll never guess who police say put this accident in motion.
Inside, coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Broken water main in Detroit. Neighbors say this has been flowing like this for weeks.
They're busy taking care of downtown Detroit, and we won't be able to afford to live downtown in Detroit.
Live on Local 4, you're going to hear from neighbors who say this is just one problem in an area they're calling Detroit's forgotten neighborhood.
All right, thank you, Sean. Also, first at 4, we're tracking stories all around the world today. Let's start in California, where a pregnant mother is recovering after a car accident involving her young son. These images were caught on camera in Baldwin Park, east of Los Angeles. Police say the woman was loading groceries into her van when her son accidentally engaged the vehicle and it started to roll backwards. We're told the woman is 8 months pregnant and is recovering this afternoon from her injuries. Police are investigating. Moving to New Zealand, take a look at the rising river, and this has triggered some serious flooding. A state of emergency has been declared after a levee failed. Rescue crews used boats and tractors to bring around 2,000 people to safety. The river burst through a concrete levee on New Zealand's North Island. New Zealand has been drenched by the remnants of Cyclone Debbie, which hit Australia last week. We've also been following a mudslide disaster in Colombia. Now veterinarians, I should say, are joining the rescue effort as stranded animals search for food and shelter. Several rivers ran over their banks, killing more than 300 people since last weekend. Animal rescue crews have rounded up more than 100 lost dogs and cats. They will try to reunite them with their owners or put them up for adoption. Seems like we have so many weather-related stories lately.
Really puts things in perspective here. I mean, a couple headaches, nothing like what they're dealing with there.
We were complaining, though. I don't know, did you listen to Paula's story when that little girl said, I like winter if it would end after Christmas?
She doesn't want any snow after December.
Yeah, I know. I think everyone's ready. We've got opening day tomorrow. We're ready to kind of rock spring, and we're going to have a little detour today.
Yeah, and we will turn the corner hard once we get into Friday, but not until then. And so let's go through all the advisories, watches, and warnings that are up right now. Most of us under a wind advisory until 6 a.m. This is where we're expecting wind gusts of over 40 miles an hour times tonight. A little bit further north, St. Clair, Sanilac County, high wind warning. You're going to get the fastest winds. Some of those are going to top 50 miles an hour, possibly approaching 60, although that's going to be on the very outside of that range. Also, a lakeshore flood advisory in effect until 8 p.m. tomorrow. The winds coming off the water could pile it up right here along the shoreline. And that's why there could be some minor flooding, again, right at the lakeshore in parts of St. Clair County. Sanilac County under a winter weather advisory. You're probably going to end up with most of the snowfall in this event, and we'll look at that in our 4-zone forecast coming up. You can see the big swirl around this low as now we're on the backside of the storm. We're on the coldest side, but it's really going to be until the sun goes down until we see this finally transition to all snow. So there's going to still be some pockets of rain and mix out there, at least until we get into about the 8-9 o'clock hour. Then you see these colors go all blue. But the moisture is going to be pulling away as that happens. So once we get past about midnight or 1 o'clock, this is going to wrap up pretty quickly going into the overnight hours. And by the time the sun comes up tomorrow, most of the clouds are going to be out of here. We get the sunshine back. The one thing that's not going to be going away is the winds, at least quickly. Still going to be on the brisk side of things through the day on Friday. So even though we're going to have bright skies, it's really going to feel chilly with those wind chills. And we'll look at that here in a second. Here's the total snowfall in our 4-zone forecast. Metro zone, it's not going to be much, and this is going to be tough to measure. This is going to be just a slushy ½ inch or less across most of the area, especially south of 8 Mile. North of there, may get a couple pockets of an inch, but it's not going to last very long. When you see high temperatures for tomorrow, you'll understand why. South zone, again, mostly less than an inch. Couple spots could be seeing 1 inch. And then you get into our west zone, there is going to be a pocket right here that's going to extend into our north zone where we think we may get 3 inches in those locations. And of course, closer to Lake Huron, we may be getting that as well. 4-zone only showing 1.9, 1.5 here in Marlette and Sandusky. Could be some slightly higher totals further north, and that's why that winter weather advisory is in effect there. So overnight, we'll drop down to 32 as that rain becomes snow. The winds, of course, will be an issue at least through the nighttime hours. Tomorrow, we'll start at 32 and we'll rise to 46 with plenty of sunshine. So what's out there is not going to last very long as far as that snowfall goes. And by the way, tomorrow is opening day, if you haven't heard. Windy conditions, we will see plenty of sunshine. Temperatures getting up to 46, but those wind chills carried in the morning at Comerica are going to be in the 20s before that game gets started. First pitch 1:10 tomorrow. Go Tigers.
That's right. Go Tigers and bundle up. Let's talk good health news. The Red Cross is asking for your help to meet the local need for blood. Blood drives are underway at Gardner White stores all across Metro Detroit. The need is especially critical for types O negative and AB negative. Donations are slow this time of year. It's a matter of life and death for people like Aaron McCullough, who received a liver transplant and needed blood products exactly 6 years ago today.
It meant the world to me. It meant that I would have additional time here to spend with my grandchildren. They were very young when I was transplanted, and I'm very appreciative of that.
We've been doing this for close to 20 years and raised a lot of blood. It's just a terrific opportunity. It's giving back a little to the community that's given so much to us. We want to be participants. Detroit's just such a great community. We're honored.
You can donate blood until 7:45 p.m. at the Gardner White stores in Auburn Hills, Canton, Macomb, Warren, Waterford, and Taylor, and until 7:15 at the Brighton store. You can find all of the details on the health page at clickondetroit.com. So where in the world is Richard Simmons? A lot of people have been concerned about the fitness guru. Well, today, another sign he might be doing okay. Up first, a nasty convenience store confrontation. What made this customer so angry? And how some M&Ms were involved. But first, as we go to break, take a look and you'll see how the markets have closed for our Thursday. We'll be right back.
Our client.
All right, we are back with this video of a customer going crazy inside a 7-Eleven in California. Police in Santa Ana just released the surveillance video. They say the customer tried to buy a bag of M&Ms, but his credit card was declined. So you can see that customer just loses it, smashes items on the counter, hitting that employee. Police say he caused about $700 worth of damage. They're hoping somebody recognizes him, and that leads to an arrest. Okay, let's talk about today's trending stories. We've got a warning about extreme selfies. These days, it seems everybody wants that perfect photo with a cool background. Well, one woman went too far. She actually fell from this bridge in Northern California while trying to take a selfie. She was walking with friends on the catwalk that's underneath the bridge when she stopped for the photo, and then she fell 60 feet onto the trail below. Information about her injuries is not being released, but she is expected to survive. By the way, walking on that catwalk is illegal.
You know, as horrible as that story is, I'm sort of surprised it doesn't happen more often than it does.
I know, because a lot of people want, like, they'll do the railroad tracks or they'll do...
Yeah, especially while driving, too.
I know that's really dangerous, so obviously do not do that. We're talking about another trending story here, and it's involving a new wireless provider. Comcast is about to launch its own Xfinity mobile service. The cellular plans will have two price choices, I should say, either unlimited data or pay by the gig plan. Prices will range from $45 to $60 a month. Now, if you don't use a lot of data, the second plan could save you some money, so you want to consider that. Also, there is some new signs, we should say, that fitness guru Richard Simmons is doing okay. He just signed a new merchandising deal to launch a line of motivation and inspiration products. This news comes weeks after a popular podcast, Missing Richard Simmons, was released. A lot of people have been talking about Simmons avoiding the spotlight. Police actually did some welfare checks and say he is fine. It's not clear if the new deal means that he'll actually start making some public appearances again.
Do you get the feeling he may be in on this?
Oh, you think so?
Just the conspiracy theorist in me says he
may. Like he's going to do that and then do the big ta-da, I'm here?
And unveil something, yeah.
Oh, I would hope so. I mean, I don't know. I always liked watching him. He has so much energy.
Very funny, yeah.
He is. Still ahead first at 4. Ben's going to be back with another check on that messy rain. Tonight, we've got an accident on I-75 we need you to be updated with, so make sure to stick around. But up first, here's a look at what I'm working on for tonight's 11.
2 Good Samaritans hit on the interstate trying to help victims in a rolled over car. Now, Michigan State Police let the local 4 defenders ride along, sharing a lesson we all can learn from.
you could potentially be hit by another vehicle, and or if you start exiting your car.
Do you know what to do in a crash, where to pull over?
Odds are you are probably making mistakes that could be putting your life in danger. The Defenders tonight at 11.